Hello fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a general reading for fire signs. If it resonates with you, take what does, leave what doesn't. Now the first card we got here, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do here. For it's only being true to yourself that you can be true to others here, fire signs. Okay, so don't make decisions based on guilt. And you've also got sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you're one eternal soul, for there you'll find true bliss. And the last card is transformation. The relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things here, fire signs. So let's see what other message is coming out for you, fire signs. If it resonates with you, take what does, leave what doesn't. So what's the center issue here for fire signs? You got the Six of Swords. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra or Gemini. Or some of you right now could be thinking about moving to calmer waters. Because the Six of Swords usually speaks about adjustment, journeys, travel, peace, calm. Okay? Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Okay? For some of you though, with the Six of Swords, it speaks of equivalent, stability, the balance of mind and spirit and harmony. Some of you right now, with the Six of Swords, it could be related to some form of adjusting or in fears, a period of calm after great anxiety, the release of tension right now, okay? For some of you though, it can be related to some form of emotional realm, okay? Because it shows water to be calm and quiet, signifying calming of your emotions for some of you, okay? For some of you though, you could speak of movement of all kinds, whether it be a short journey, a long journey, or a move of a home or resident. It also implies a change of job or occupation professionally for some of you. Some of you though, it could be study, research, education, are indicated by the Six of Swords. But it also symbolizes inner journeys away from anxiety and towards peace and harmony, because the Six of Swords tells of making important decisions here. Some of you could be dealing with the earth sign, back to say earth signs then. Generally after a time of some form of indecision or turmoil or upheaval here for some of you. But for some of you right now, it definitely could be indicating some form of adaptability and ability to change, driving times of difficulty, and implies that there is a focus of overcoming some form of obstacle. But for some of you right now, it tells of a perfect timing, so you're about to proceed with confidence at this time here, fire signs, okay? Because the Six of Swords also tells a time of having to endure great upheaval, disruption, then overcoming and moving towards harmony. Okay? But sometimes it may indicate physical move away from an unpleasant environment for some of you, or your surroundings. Because some of you may be struggling with difficult situation recently, but the Six of Swords indicates that you have managed to achieve a balance and to create order in your life. You may feel a need for a break or a holiday, or Six of Swords could indicate that you have managed to achieve a balance and to create order in your life. Okay. Change for the better is indicated after a difficult choice though, or a decision is made and acting upon it. For some of you, it tells of a feeling of calmness after enduring some form of anxiety. Because some of you got the Six of Wands, and that's reverse. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Some of you got two sixes here for somebody here, right? Somebody here is going through some form of conflict, jealousy, okay? Some form of trauma. For some of you right now, with the Six of Wands here, reversed like this, okay? Because when it's upright, it usually speaks about a period of struggle. Okay, so some of you are coming out of some form of struggle right now, right? And for some of you right now though, it tells of justifiable faith or trust in your partner, okay? That's for somebody. But somebody here felt like they couldn't trust this person, so they had to move on, okay? because it's definitely been some form of misunderstanding, treachery, or disloyalty here. Okay, somebody's feeling very vulnerable or nostalgic. Okay. Somebody's trying to offer some form of friendship and conciliation to an old adversary rather than gloat about your success here, fire signs. You'll be far more happy within yourself once efforts has been made to repair a friendship, because for some of you right now, it indicates an inability of plans to work out positively here, because the completion of a project has been postponed or has gone without proper recognition here, bringing some form of disappointment. Because for some of you, some revision and adjustment will need to be made here, fire signs. Okay. Some of you could be experiencing some overdue bills, money owed or unmade payments, and they need to be looked in and rectified, because the card that you're coming from is the 7 of Swords, and that's reverse. Okay. Again, you could be dealing with somebody who may have air in the chart, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Okay, that's for somebody, right? But you got this 7 of Swords here. This is somebody here who, and it's reversed, this is somebody here who's going to be caught in whatever deception or lies I was talking about. You could have caught somebody in a lie. Okay, because when it's upright, it usually speaks about some form of confrontation, or somebody is escaping some form of a situation. But for some of you right now, with the 7 of Swords here reversed, because you've gone from the 6 to the 7, okay? It's about confusion, bad timing, okay? Loss of concentration for some of you. There's definitely going to be some form of disappointment that you're coming out from, that you need to move on from. Because for some of you right now, it may be indicating that during a struggle, for some of you right now, you chose to relax or ignore something at the wrong time, and this kind of resulted in other parties taking advantage or leaving you confused or deflated or defeated. But there may also be a feeling of blocked into a difficult set of circumstances here for some of you right now, because the 7 of Swords may be informing you that someone may be offering you some useful advice or helpful hand here. It could be wise to listen here, because for some of you, somebody needs to listen. Because someone needs to speak as well, because I heard that who can't hear must feel. I'm hearing for somebody here. Okay, some of you need to hear some advice here. Alright, for some of you right now though, you have to listen carefully, okay, to some good advice or well thought out suggestion. Otherwise you may find yourself in an uncomfortable or inappropriate situation or circumstances here, fire signs. Okay, for somebody else, or it could be a particular person here, something may be returned or will return to you. It may be telling you that something you thought lost you may finally be found, or it could be that you're asked not to allow false pride to stand in your way here, fire signs. Okay, definitely some upsets of plans or hindrance and obstacles here. It's a message to work at remaining positive, as this may prevent some form of impact of any disappointment here, because for somebody here, the 7 of Swords is a message to be alert, aware, and conscious of your security issues, as property loss is indicated for somebody here. But some of you need to remain vigilant that you can prevent this, because what's on your mind is the 4 of Cups, and that's reversed. Some of you may feel like you lost out on an opportunity here for some of you. Some of you could have been dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer for somebody here. Strong Scorpio for someone here. But it's about contemplation here, right? For some of you right now, with the 4 of Cups here reversed like this, right? It's about boredom, self-pity, overindulging some of you are. Okay, but definitely some form of discontent, because some of you are going through some form of depression. Some of you may want a new relationship. Okay, but for somebody here, it's emotional, introverted, and unwilling to put in any required effort needed to achieve their goals and aspirations, not putting the work in. It could also indicate one who indulges in self-pity here and negativity here, fire signs. Okay, who expresses unhappiness, resentment, or unrealistic expectation here for somebody here. Okay, But somebody is definitely bored or lacking some positive activity here, or becoming overly indulgent in self-pity is indicated when the Four of Cups here is reversed in the reading here. Some of you right now, fire signs, you're encouraged to kind of seek advice or help with moving out of this negative emotional phase here, okay? Seek out things that please and excite you in order to kind of re-energize your imagination and your enthusiasm here, okay? Because for somebody here, you may need to do some work on yourself inside and out here, fire signs, okay? Because it tells of some unfulfilled accomplishment due to lack of motivation or concern, okay? Some of you are fearing disappointment here, okay? And some of you is definitely talking about some form of dependence on alcohol or drugs or eating or disorder or severe self-esteem issues here, okay? And if this is the case here, fire signs, some of you might need to kind of seek some kind of professional help. That should be sought out urgently for somebody here, okay? But there's definitely a major rethink. Changing your attitude, a shift away from negative emotion for somebody here will bring about a positive change in long term. Because for some of you, you got the 8 of Swords and that's reversed. Some of you are going to be setting yourself free. Page of Swords, some of you will be dealing with the air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, who was very spiteful. Some of you could have been betrayed by a friend because somebody was very gullible or naive. King of Cups here reversed. Somebody here who could be leading a double life. Somebody could be moving home here because there's upsets in the home, okay? Some of you might be repairing a home, but there's definitely going to be some injustice. If you're going to court for a divorce or separation over a property, it's going to be bad news, okay? That's for somebody, right? If this resonates with you, fire signs, please like, share, follow. Because for some of you right now, with the 8 of Swords here reversed like this, when it's upright, it speaks about entrapment, somebody who's hurt or suffering with some form of anxiety or indecision for somebody here. Somebody may want a new beginning, okay? But with the 8 of Swords, some of you could be setting yourself free here, okay? Because for some of you, as I see 6, 7, 8, gone in order here for somebody here, alright? With a build-up that was taking place, okay? But some of you right now, with the 8 of Swords here, it's about treachery. Somebody's feeling hopeless, okay? Somebody's going through some form of difficulty here where they needed to move ahead in the first place with the 6 of Swords, okay? And it's telling you don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, but it's only being true to yourself that you can be true to others here, fire signs, okay? Because with the 8 of Swords here appearing reversed like this, it tells you that you may be feeling weighed down by the confines of your situation or unable to see any reason to be hopeful at this time. For some of you, you're encouraged to stay strong and attempt to fight for your liberty here for somebody here. Because for some of you, it warns of mishaps and accidents, both in and around the home, as well as out on the road. So be careful with driving, especially if you're overindulging in drink or drugs or alcohol. Okay? Some of you need to take extra special care in trying to pre-exempt other drivers' actions when you're driving, especially in the next 8 weeks. Okay? So, pre-warned, pre-armed, I always say. It also could be for somebody that it could be indicating a new beginning or a new start that can be made at this time for some of you. The timing is most conducive to take leaps and bounds in the right direction right now, fire signs, okay? Because for some of you, it may indicate that pressure has been released and you're now ready to move forward in a quick time, and you'll be able to get on with more positive actions. As there will be freedom of thought and activity for somebody here. After you find out about somebody here could have cut you off or you're cutting somebody else's off, because someone's going to get some bad news, okay? Somebody could have moving home, somebody here is emotionally unavailable, somebody was leading a double life. Some of you may have fire and water in your chart, okay? But for some of you right now though, you could even imply that you're being restrained or held back in a certain areas in your life. You can even suggest that some form of uncomfortable or unsavory situation is caused by some familiarity. Okay? It's easier to stay in a familiar situation here, fire signs, rather than step out into the unknown. Okay? Even if the unknown is much more satisfied, because somebody doesn't like change. Okay? Or frightened of the unknown. Alright? But it does indicate somebody who's confused, delusioned, or emotionally hurt here. See, stress, worry, tensions are all indicated here, which does not kind of allow for a clear thinking or positive attitude here, fire signs. Okay? There could have been some long-term restrictions, obstacles, hindrance may be indicated when the Eight of Swords appears reversed in the reading. But it tells of struggle and loneliness. Okay? Let's see, I'm going to clarify the Six of Swords here for fire signs, because some of you right now could be released from some form of pressure, or you're turning around a situation. Some of you, it's more freedom, thoughts or activities available. Okay. Some of you feel cornered or forced into a situation, or being held back from your path. This situation holds you at a standstill for a short time here, fire sign, but things will not get any worse if some small but pertinent changes are kind of initiated now to ensure positive development. Because for some of you right now, definitely could be dealing with an air sign, or they may have air strongly in the chart with the Knight of Swords here reversed like this. Okay, when it's upright, it's about ruin, misfortune, haste, impulsiveness. Okay. For some of you right now, when the when the Knight of Swords is reversed like this, it's about extravagance, indiscretion here. Okay, there could be an aggressive, impatient in personality who's often in conflict with others. Is this Knight of Swords here very argumentative that you could be moving away from? Okay, for some of you though, speaks about wasteful of their energies and create problems and where they go, this person. Okay, it's a warning to stay away from someone who resembles this energy. Okay, as he may upset your goals and your plans here, or she. Okay, because this person can become obsessive or over willing to sacrifice others for the cause that they believe in. Okay. It does speak though when you're moving forward here. Okay. The Knight of Swords indicates that it's difficult times ahead here, fire sign. It could be a hot-headed approach will only cause greater problems if it's you. You may have air in your chart. Okay. For somebody here though, their actions are being poorly thought out, and they may have become too indulgent. And it's necessary to step back from the situation and think objectively in order to regain balance here, fire signs. Okay. And for some of you right now, don't start any new projects at this time, as you will encounter obstacles or opposition here and upsets because of this person here. Okay. Changes in your life or your lifestyle should be put on hold at this time. Some of you are asked to kind of have patience and to wait for a more auspicious time, because your patience will win out in the end. Because for somebody here, somebody was selfish, self-centered, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, who's very codependent. Okay, this is somebody here who's could be single, okay, or in a relationship, or going on as if they're single for somebody here. Okay, and somebody could have even lost out financially here, right? Because for some of you, with the nine of coins here reverse, okay, it's about fear, insecurity, deception. Someone who's lacking faith here. Okay, there could be some danger or threat here for somebody here. Okay, because for some of you right now, with the Nine of Pentacles reversed like this, could indicate a difficult situation or circumstance. It's a message is to think clearly and carefully before making any major decisions or choices here, fire signs. Do not rush or be rash or hasty, okay? As thoughts and consideration are needed here, okay? Because somebody here could be on some form of false bravado or mistruth or dishonest dealings here, Okay? Could also imply that they may be involved in an underhand or deceitful venture in an effort to make financial gains here. Okay? Some of you, though, you need to just make sure that all plans are worthy of your undertaking here. Because for somebody here with the 7 of Swords, some of you, if you're dealing with the Virgo, Capricorn or Taurus, they're going to get caught in the lies and deception here. Okay? Because secrets are going to be coming out. Okay? Regarding somebody who was bored and could have started a new relationship, and it caused with the 5 of Swords here reverse. Some of you definitely been competing for someone's attention here. Because bottom of the deck you got the 8 of Cups. Someone definitely could be walking away, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, because someone's going to get caught. Could be in a third party situation, and someone's going to end up going through some form of karma, and they're going to need to go within and heal. Okay? Because some of you could be going through a divorce, separation, could be arguments over finances, somebody can't get over a loss, and it could be you here, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, because somebody's definitely walking away from people and things that no longer serve them. Someone's made that decision. Okay? And some of you, it's yourself that's made that decision. Vice versa, you know who you're dealing with. Okay? Let's see what other messages coming here for fire signs, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Alright, tell me about this Knight of Swords here for fire signs. Yes, shocking news is going to be coming in here. Okay? Could be some bad news. Somebody wants to argue here. Okay? Someone's going through a personal transformation here. There could be a sudden change here when this shocking news comes through. Because what somebody's focused on here, this codependency, is that there's some outdated thinking here. Somebody's replaying events over and over again in their head. Somebody who's selfish, self-centered. Okay? In the past here, you could have been receiving some love calls from a Virgo, Capricorn or Taurus who was thinking of you and letting you know. And what's on your mind is the abundance here, because some secrets could be coming out regarding somebody here could be keeping a positive mindset or manifesting exactly what they want. Okay? But at the end of it, you got the Green Reaper. Somebody here was competing here, was setting himself free. Okay? The relationship is over and there's no second chances here, fire sign. Somebody here could be watching or looking or stalking or gaslighting, but somebody's focusing out. And you got to be careful here to the snake. Okay? Some of you could be dealing with a narcissist, or you could be the narcissist, but somebody's setting boundaries here. Okay? Some of you could even be blocked. But what's in the dark is coming to the light here, because somebody's definitely moving on. Somebody's happily single, living in the moment and having fun. And that's the truth. This resonates with you, fire signs? Please like, share, follow. Remember, somebody's definitely going through a transformation. Okay, your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things for somebody here. But for some of you right now, it could be definitely a sexual union. Honor the place of one another where you're one eternal soul. They will find true bliss. But for some of you, there's definitely going to be an ending. Okay, and there's going to be no second chances. Somebody's definitely, for the center of the reading, somebody's definitely moving on. If this resonates with you, fire signs, please like, share, follow, because dealing with the earth sign, they're going to get caught in the lying, cheating, deception. Okay? I send you love and light. Namaste.